Hello and welcome, everybody. This is the Weekend Wrestling, and I'm going to go over some New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, and AEW. I believe I missed out on SmackDown, but hey, um, I will get better. Sometimes you have other channels that don't even cover New Japan Pro Wrestling or AEW for that matter. So here we go. So last week we had Wrestle Kingdom 19 coming to you live from the Tokyo Dome in Japan. First match was Kushida and Kevin Knight. This was a tag team booking for the IWGP tag team titles in a ladder match. And as I mentioned before, Kushida and Kevin Knight versus Kosei Fujita, Robbie Eagles versus Francisco Akira and TJP versus Brilla Maloney and Clark Connors. Well, this match was a lot of fun. There was a lot of high spots. From what I recall, there was like two botches done by the same wrestler from the Bullet Club War Dogs. Other than that, this was a good opening bout. I really did enjoy the ladder match. I gotta say, the appliances used in New Japan do scare me, especially the tables and the ladders sometimes. But this was an overall fun match. Me personally, it was 3.5 out of 5. Could have been better. I felt like it was somewhat short but quick. And the night just kept on getting better and better. With the next match being for the women's IWGP title, you had Mayu Iwatani versus Azami. Go out of your way to watch this match. I highly, highly recommend this. This match was just a fast pace, nonstop affair between these two young women. It was just amazing. There was things that I just, it just blew my mind. That was awesome. Again, highly for me, it was highly rated. I gave it 4.5 out of 5. We're going to be using a system like that with me, a point system, and I thought this match was great. The next match was for the New Japan TV title. It was a 4-way with Ren Narita, Jeff Cobb, Rohei Oiwa, and El Phantasmo. Now, this match was fun. I was pulling for Jeff Cobb to win this. This always happens to these type of wrestlers, big powerhouses. They are dominating the entire match from beginning to about the end, and then something just happens. Which to me, I get a little bit upset because I do want Cobb to get more titles around him. But in the end, it was El Phantasmo is the New Japan Pro Wrestling TV champ. This one I gave a 3.0 because, again, I'm a little bit biased. I like Jeff Cobb because he didn't win. He gets a lower grade in my personal opinion. And then we had Hiroshi Tanahashi in a lumberjack match versus Evil. I do apologize for what I'm about to say, but fuck Evil. I don't like him. I do like the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. This match was, I'm just going to be very honest, it was kind of hard to watch. Hiroshi Tanahashi is getting up there in age. His knees, man. Ouch. Sometimes for me it was kind of hard to watch, but hey, it was entertaining to say the least. It was okay, and here I am saying like the entire card was getting better and better. It did outdo a little bit the New Japan TV title because hey, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Evil, and that's always a big plus in my book because again, fuck Evil. Excuse me. And then we had the next match following that was for the AEW International Championship and the New Japan Never Openweight Championship between Shingo Takagi. Oh man, I'm itchy. Shingo Takagi versus Konosuke Takeshita. Go again, another match to go out of your way and watch. Takeshita has been putting up great matches, or as the cool kids want to say, banger after banger after banger of matches. Go out of your way, check this match out. It has everything from beginning to end. I highly, highly recommend this match. Could have been a perfect match, but hey, um, I'm gonna give it 4.7 out of 5. And your winner in that match was Konosuke Takeshita, who is a double champ with the AEW International Championship and the Never Open Weight Championship from New Japan. Go out of your way to watch that match, and also Mayu Iwatani versus Azumi. Both of them great matches. And then our next match, man, I really had high hopes for this match. It was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It was El Desperado, the challenger, versus the champion Doki. Unfortunately, they had to stop this match. El Desperado was outside the ring. Doki does this insane leap, kind of like a la, Ricochet, going out to the outside the ring and landing on Desperado. It looked like, ooh, I'm just thinking about it. Just his left elbow was just, oh man, just came out of its socket or something. And it's like, how can you wrestle like that with your like dangling shoulder, arm, forearm, whatever? But yeah, so basically, no decision. El Desperado won by the referee stoppage. New champion. Yeah, so that one was hard to watch, and I like El Desperado. So continuing forward with the card, you had David Finlay, who is the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, versus Yota Tsuji. This match was fun. It had a lot of good spots. If you haven't seen Yota Tsuji, I would say look him up. Check out a few of his matches. Also with David Finlay, who's been moving up the ranks. I mean, he's the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. And his entrance was pretty cool. If you like fighting games as much as I do, I mean, look, got a King of Fighters shirt right now. Sporting that, but he was representing Tekken 8 with Brian Fury with a cool little entrance with the Gatling gun. They kind of missed it on the shot, but you can see the effect that we're trying to go for. As far as the match is concerned, I thought it was also like right up there, really, really good. But all good things must come to an end. It was really, really hard hitting at one point, and you got a new champion in Tsuji Yota, who beat David Finlay for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. It was awesome. Next one, this match had me freaking hyped. I mean, I was waiting for this one. Another match that I was waiting for the entire night. This was Tetsuya Naito versus Hiromu Takahashi. Excuse me. This match was a very good. Man, I keep stressing the word great, but go out of your way to see this match as well. That's 3 matches that I'm telling you, go out of your way to watch. Student versus teacher. Naito, his theme song when he comes out, it has like this cool beat, which reminds me of Mega Man video games. And Hiromu Takahashi, great in his own right. These two guys just went all out and all in on basically the match. Fast, hard hitting. The pace was really done really, really well. And this match, even though sometimes they were a little on their backs, but that's okay. Gotta understand these guys are up there in age as well. But Naito defeated Takahashi, Hiromu, and this match for me gets 4.0 out of 5. It was just freaking solid. And the emotion that went in there, just the backstory, awesome, awesome. And the commentators did an awesome job to catch up with the audience, to give the to tell the story. And then your main event, you got Zack Sabre Jr., who I've seen personally in a few independent wrestling shows, versus Shota Umino for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Woo! This match had a lot of psychology into it. First of all, Shota Umino, young wrestler, getting great opportunities in New Japan. Is it because his dad is Red Shoes, which is a referee who was also refereeing the match between them, which is awesome. That's something like, I don't know. I'd be proud if I was his dad, main eventing the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom night 1. But go out of your way to watch this. Zack Sabre Jr. is a technical wrestler, so most of his is ground and pound. I think somewhat MMA, but with submissions, holds, and this match had everything. Shota Umino, young, rookie, green, put up in the spotlight, and there were times in this match where you see his frustration, which was awesome, because he'll do like some heelish things. I mean, he even pushed his dad out of the way. Like, goddamn, he wanted to win so bad, and you can just see like there is a dark side to Shota Umino, which was really awesome. There was so much in this match that I could get into, but I want to save that for another time where I just focus on just this pay-per-view. But like I said, this is a week in wrestling, so let's just head on down to the next night, which we had Wrestle Dynasty. And this was also another collaboration between AEW, CMLL, Stardom, and New Japan. And then this one started off with an 8-man gauntlet. Hopefully I'm saying some of these Spanish wrestlers' names right. Hechicero correctly. Soberano, Master Wato, Máscara Dorada. See, I can say that one. And then you had Taiji Ishimori in there, Titan El Desperado, Kosei Fujita, excuse me. I believe that was it. It was 8 men. This was one fall to the finish. So kind of like the AEW Casino Gauntlet match. You start off with a few wrestlers, or 2 wrestlers, I'm sorry, and then just one keeps coming down, the other keeps coming down until all men are in the ring, and then it's like you get the first pinfall and you win. This match was a lot of fun to watch. I liked it. I felt it was kind of brief. It didn't get any life or any air, so it can kind of grow or have some life into it. So this one was kind of stolen by Taiji Ishimori, who won the match. So after the match, he just kind of hightailed it out of there, which was awesome. To me, honestly, it was like 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, I felt like it could have been a little bit longer, but hey, it is what it is. And then the next match, let's see, it was Hiroshi Tanahashi. Excuse me, versus Katsuyori Shibata. This match was pretty cool. The only thing is that they explained that Shibata, who had a previous head injury, just going a little bit in his background, he wasn't really cleared to wrestle Hiroshi Tanahashi in this match. So it was more of an exhibition. It was 5 minutes long. He's cleared to wrestle in AEW Ring of Honor, but not in New Japan. And the commentators made a note of that, letting the people know, like, hey, this is just an exhibition match. It lasted 5 minutes. It came to a time limit draw. So, 3 out of 5. It was a sight to see. It was really engaging. They left with just a super, super red chest. And hopefully one day, we'll get to see them wrestle, maybe Forbidden Door down the line or some other way. And then we got the Women's Championship. Excuse me. New Japan Strong Women's title, excuse me, held by Mercedes Moné versus the Rev Pro British Women's title held by Mina Shirakawa. Okay, I'm gonna give the devil her due, which is Mercedes Moné. This one was actually pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Mercedes Moné. She's bad on the mic. Sometimes she's bad at wrestling. Excuse me, my throat. I apologize for that. There are certain times where there's certain spots and she's just terrible. Sorry. That's just my personal opinion. But other than that, this match struck me by surprise. It was enjoyable, hard hitting, going back and forth. And I will recommend this match. Go out of your way, see Mercedes Moné versus Mina Shirakawa, because in the end, Mercedes Moné, CEO, did win, and this match did get a 3.9. There were some spots that were kind of okay, but again, both ladies hold their weight. It was something. It was a sight to see. So definitely go out of your way to go see that. Oh, and then our next match: David Finlay versus the Big Brody King. This was Brody King being Brody King, as in taking control of the match, being a tour de force, just kicking ass, being ahead in the match at all times. But David Finlay shows his resilience, does his comeback, kind of wins Brody King by surprise. But you know what? At the end of the day, a win is a win. David Finlay gets the victory over the House of Black's Brody King. And in this match, again, I don't like when we have a powerhouse losing towards the end of the match. Because if you're going to keep him strong, don't go the full length of the match, you're winning, then all of a sudden, like, ooh, you messed up. I don't know. I kind of don't like that. You guys are professionals. Both of these guys have a lot of years under their wing. To see Brody King go down that way, like, okay, so I gave this 3.5 out of 5. And you know what? I missed the Mercedes Moné when I said 3.9, right? Hopefully I did say that. So moving on, we got Shota Umino versus Claudio Castagnoli. This one was great. Umino showing a darker side of him versus Claudio Castagnoli. Again, the dynamic for Shota Umino in New Japan is going to be something to see, because his character is coming alive. And, just to see that is freaking awesome, because his association with Jon Moxley, him forming the Death Riders, Shota Umino kind of going against the grain in regards to that. So let's see where this pans out, because Shota did get the victory over Claudio Castagnoli. And this match just had again, Shota Umino showing some promise, showing he can put some great matches with the veteran like Claudio Castagnoli, with the veteran like Zack Sabre Jr. the night before. So this one, go out of your way to watch Shota Umino. I want to say this right now before moving forward. He's going to be a big player in the King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling. He will be, in my opinion, a multi-world heavyweight champion for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And it's going to be awesome. His character is evolving, again, right in front of our eyes. If you don't have access, no pun intended, to, because they used to be on Access, New Japan Pro Wrestling, try YouTube it, do something. That's why we got the internet. But yeah, Shota Umino, one of these days, going to be a great champ. And then the next match, Konosuke Takeshita versus Tomohiro Ishii for the AEW international title and the Never Openweight title from New Japan. Another match. Go out and see. I love both these wrestlers. Hard hitting. Ishii is just one of the best New Japan Pro wrestlers. And man, it's like he's like wine. The older he gets, the better he gets. And you put him with Konosuke Takeshita, man, what a great match. Best thing I could say, back and forth, near falls. But in the end, Takeshita defeats Ishii. And I give this match 4.5 out of 5 because it was that damn good. Go out of your way to go watch that damn match. And then we had the IWGP tag titles. Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Young Bucks versus United Empire. I forgot to put down the names for each respective team, like I did earlier. But this match was kind of fun in its own right. Young Bucks, as somebody likes to call them, as Cucamonga Kids. But yeah, Los Ingobernables de Japón, they were there. United Empire. Good overall tag team match. A lot of good spots from the Young Bucks. And in the end, Young Bucks won the title. So you got your new IWGP tag titles being held by the Young Bucks. We'll see if they bring this up into AEW. I haven't seen them in AEW for quite a while now. So it kind of caught me off guard that they were actually put into this match. Thing like how there was like no actual build. It was kind of like Los Ingobernables versus the United Empire. Then you had the Young Bucks. So yeah, take it like a grain of salt, I guess. But they're your new tag team champions. 3.8 out of 5. Next match: Yota Tsuji versus Jack Perry for the Global Heavyweight Championship. I can't stress enough. A lot of people are not big fans of Jack Perry, and that's fine. He's pulling out the heel tactics after this whole CM Punk incident, who's rediscovered his heelish side. They put on a heck of a match. Yota Tsuji, for what it's worth, both of them did really, really amazing work, and this was another enjoyable match. But in the end, Jack Perry lost. Tsuji defeated Jack Perry, and this match, even though I liked it, I just felt there was something lacking. One, time wise, and then again, I just didn't feel like they had a chance to tell a story out in the ring. But 3.5 out of 5. Next match. Woo! What a banger, as they would like to say. You had Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd. This thing was amazing. Hands down, I'm just going to say 4.5 out of 5. Lots of scary spots. They were both bleeding, or, there was a lot of color, if you want to get into wrestling technical terms. I think I said that right. Sorry, it's a little bit late at night here. But regardless to the fact, they put on a hell of a street fight, because that's what it was in the beginning. It was just a street fight, and then it became a wrestling match because they took it to the outside. They brought it, around the ring, and then back to the inside. And wow, just amazing. If that isn't what you're looking for, then you know what? I don't know what you call wrestling, man, because that had a little bit of everything for everybody. So 4.5 out of 5. Kenny Omega defeats Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd is quite possibly the future of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I hope he becomes a new leader of Bullet Club, and maybe he can ascend Bullet Club to new heights. Right now, I believe it's David Finlay. I lost track on who's who right now in Bullet Club. He used to be amazing, too sweet, but I don't know. Not at this time. And then we had our main event, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Man, I don't know what it is, but when certain faces or good guys go heels, bad guys, um, it can revitalize your career. And for Ricochet, going somewhat full heel in this match was just amazing. And against Zack Sabre Jr., so you had a high flyer versus a technical wrestler, mesh those together, and you got something special, especially with between those two guys. That match and Kenny Omega, go out of your way to see. This 2-night event that they were holding in Japan was just a lot of fun. I will say, go out of your way and go watch. And then, we had The very following day, there at New Japan, we had New Year's Dash. A couple of things that went on, and I'm just gonna run through them because unfortunately I didn't see it myself. Been a busy week here for myself. But we're just gonna do the results. United Empire defeats El Fantasmo, Jado, Master Wado, Shota Umino, and Maiki Honma. The House of Torture, which features Ren Narita, Sho Yoshinobu, Kenimaru, and Yujiro Takahashi, defeat Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tiger Mask, legend, uh, Togi Makabe, guy comes around with chain, uh, and Toru Yano sells DVDs. Yep, and they lost. And let's see, we had Bullet Club, War Dogs, Clark Connors, and Sonata defeat Sonata. You're part of Bullet Club, War Dogs. Okay, I haven't been watching in a while. Defeat Just Four Guys, which includes Taichi and Taka Michinoku. So it's a name that's familiar to people. Then you had El Desperado and Kushida defeating Bullet Club, Kenta and Taiji Yoshimori. Los Ingobernables de Japón defeating Bullet Club War Dogs in a tag team match. And Los Ingobernables de Japón featuring Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito defeating Funky Sauce, Alex Zane, and Ryosuke Taguchi. And then you had Chaos, Hiroki Goto, Rocky Romero, Yo, and Yoshihashi defeating TMDK featuring Kosei Fujita, Robbie Eagles, Rohei Owa, and Zack Sabre Jr. So that was New Year's Dash. And then I gotta say, this weekend wrestling was something special. If you are a WWE fan, Monday Night Raw emanated from the Intuit Dome from Inglewood, and I'm not too far away from there. But now they're streaming on Netflix, and oh my god. Whew. So let's get started. You had Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, and what seemed to be a match that lasted an hour for me. But I think that got taken away because of the Triple H intro, then The Rock, all these things. Roman Reigns defeats Solo Sikoa. Honestly, that should have been a main event. Um, but I'm just tired of seeing the bloodline and them fighting over something. I'm kind of tired. So 3 out of 5. And yeah, then you had the women's world title, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. Ah, oof. Not a bad match. It was really good. I'm not taking anything away from these two women because I know women's wrestling, you know, doesn't get the popularity it should. But these two ladies put on a good match. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. I'm not sure why we saw the Undertaker giving props to Rhea Ripley. I don't know if that was trying to get a cheap pop, but whatever. Yeah. And then you had Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Um, this was like okay. It was somewhat entertaining. Some good spots. I'm gonna go kind of quickly here, but Jey Uso defeats Drew McIntyre. This one I give 3.5 out of 5. And then you had CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. There was a point in the match where there was something that looked familiar when CM Punk hits Seth Rollins with the go to sleep. He twists, he turns, gets on CM Punk again, back on his shoulders for another one. That was something that AEW did. So it's kind of funny that they're somewhat trolling John Moxley because it happened to Mox, and this whole love-hate relationship between all these people, but still, it was a decent match. 3 out of 5. Out of those 3 hours, we had about 4 matches. So, do you want to go out of your way and see this? Honestly, me, not really, not personally. So, it is what it is. But yeah, And then we had AEW Dynamite. We had Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews. Great match. Could have been a build up to maybe a pay-per-view or something, but hey, somewhat decent. I give this one 3.5 out of 5. We had the next match was Bobby Lashley versus yeah, Mark Briscoe. Yeah, sorry guys, it's a little bit late. And this also got a 3.5. Let's see. Lashley defeats Briscoe by pinfall. This was a pretty good match. I liked it. Kind of went back and forth, but man, Lashley showing his dominance in AEW, which is really really great to see. And then we had the men's casinos gauntlet for the AEW World Championship opportunity. First, you had Jay White, then Hangman Adam Page. Then Wheeler Yuta came out. Ricochet was trolling everybody with Swerve Strickland's theme. And then he came out. Then Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Powerhouse Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, Roderick Strong, Lance Archer, Kyle O'Reilly, and Jeff Jarrett. Um, cool match. Again, just going to show the results because I'm trying to keep this under a certain time. Your winner, Powerhouse Hobbs. That was awesome. This whole match gets a 4.5 out of 5. Really, really entertaining. There's a lot of little threads, little storylines, weaving in and out. Very cool stuff. And then let's see. We had the casino gauntlet match for the number 1 spot. It was for the women's title, and you had Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander and Toni Storm. A match you should go out of your way and see. This was pretty awesome. Statlander defeats Storm and Willow. This was pretty freaking cool. I enjoyed that women's match, and it's funny because they were all faces. So, go out of your way to see this match. Pretty awesome. And then we had again, didn't see SmackDown. I'll probably end up doing different segments, just focusing on New Japan, AEW, WWE. Let's see here. We had Collision just happened not too long ago. Rated R Superstar Cope versus the Redwood Big Bill. I got a 3.8. It was actually enjoyable for the first match. I liked it. Near falls. There were things that were kind of going on in and outside the ring. Then you had Pac versus Commander. Pac, the bastard, defeated Commander via submission. And then immediately, Death Riders versus Outrunners. Outrunners, man, can't say anything bad about these guys. They got over doing it their way, and that's really, really cool. But in the end, Death Riders defeated the Outrunners in a good tag team match. That gets a 3.5. Pac versus Commander gets a 3.7. Very, very enjoyable. And then you had Mariah May versus Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron, what you're taking. So, but a man can dream. This was a pretty decent match. She's growing. Mariah May is glamour, so not sure what they're doing with that division at this point. But overall, it was a very fun, enjoyable match. I give it 3 out of 5. And then we had Brody King in a squash match. Of course, he's going to win. Then after, you had Daniel Garcia versus Shibata for the TNT title. Garcia defeated Shibata like in an unusual way. Surprising nonetheless, but hey, it was a lot of fun. 3.5 out of 5. Again, 2-hour show, just kind of like going and running down. Then you had the main event, Dax Hardwood versus Chris Jericho. And Jericho wins versus Hardwood. And then all hell breaks loose. Powerhouse Hobbs comes and makes a save. There's a thing with Mox. Overall, this weekend wrestling was a lot of fun for everybody. If you like strong style wrestling, go out of your way to go watch New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 19 and Wrestle Dynasty. If you're into the hype, the glitz, the acting, go out of your way and go watch WWE. If you're into wrestling, somewhat indie style wrestling, then you can go get your cup of tea with AEW. All three things offer three different variety of show, and it shows in the programming. So this week was a lot of fun. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you for your time. Go out and enjoy wrestling. It's a great time to be a fan. I know a lot of people have said that, but trust me, it is. It's okay to get into wrestling. It's my guilty pleasure, and hopefully one day it becomes yours. And we can, talk about it. We can, you can drop a comment. Let's see what happens. But other than that, do good, be good, do no harm to others. I'll catch you guys whenever I decide to drop another one. All right. So have a great night. Thank you.